Hi there, Cancer. Welcome to your reading. This reading is going to be for those of you who are interested in love. We're going to start with your general energies, what's going on for you this week. And then we're going to jump into a you and them spread to see who you're connecting into and how they feel about you. So at the bottom we have the in-between. You get adaptability and truth. I get the sense that you guys are learning something new this week. Something unexpected is coming to light. You also get the nurture, patterns, and miracles. Okay, so let's pull the tarot and see what's going on for you specifically. Okay, we have Hermit, the Ten of Wands, and the Hierophant all in reverse. So there's a sense of feeling like you have to free yourself from some kind of responsibility this week. So Cancer, you may be thinking of freeing yourself, and this could have to do with either a situation in your life or it could be with a relationship. You're thinking of freeing yourself. You're thinking that you feel alone, and whatever the situation is, whether it's romantic or other, you feel like you're not being supported. You feel like you've given a lot, and you feel like you never get what you deserve in return. And so you're considering walking away from either a situation or a person in particular. It could be a job, or it could be friendships that are no longer working for you. It could also be a romantic connection, but it's almost like you're trying to adapt to a new way of being. You're trying to stand in your truth this week. You're trying to realize, who are the energy vampires in your life, who deserves to stay, who deserves your time. All right, and then we have the Ace of Wands. So this month you're coming into some kind of awareness. It's a new awareness about where you stand, what it is that you truly desire. And this is helping you kind of reframe your mindset this week. You're trying to make plans, long-term plans about your future. There's something about bees that I'm picking up as well, like bumblebees, little yellow black ones, or something related to the colors yellow and black might be important for you this week. And then the Four of Cups. Yeah, so I get the sense for some of you this could be work related also, but it seems like you're thinking about how you can get out of a situation that's felt a bit stagnant for a while, that's been robbing you of your energy, of your peace, of your satisfaction, and you're really putting your foot down. You're really done with this situation, and you're ready to move forward into something new. So that's really what I'm picking up for the majority of you this week who are tuning in. So if this is resonating, then feel free to stay for the love portion. If this is not resonating, it might not be your reading, but I'll timestamp the love portion just in case. So if you have Cancer, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, or Chiron, there may be some messages here for you. Okay, the first card out here is Tree of Wisdom. It may be important for you to be in nature or to listen to music this week to get some ideas about how to break free from whatever has been holding you back. So there's some situation that you feel you've given a lot of time and energy to, and that you felt you were powerless to get away from. But there is a way for you to get away from this situation or this person that's been kind of wreaking havoc in your energetic field. Emotionally, it's important for you to be in tune with your true desires. Okay, so you may want to take a sound bath. You may want to go in a lake, go in some kind of body of water, and cleanse so that you can get in tune with your inner thoughts, and just be aware that there's going to be ebbs and flows in life, and you might be in one of the ebbs about to enter a flow. And it's important that you're adaptable throughout this process, because there's always something for us to learn or to grow from when we're going through the ebbs in our life. So there is some hidden truth that you're definitely meant to see about this entire situation, something that you're meant to learn, or you may have learned something about the situation or the person that you're dealing with that led you to this new awareness. All right, and then your guides want you to know that you are being supported. The universe is supporting you. Your guides are supporting you. It is very important for you to be in nature this week. It is very important for you to reconnect, to be around trees, to be around bees for some of you. And then others of you, I did get that you may be working a little too much and you need to just kind of disconnect and take a break. I'm going to pull your healing message, and then we're going to jump into love. All right, you get the number 44. This might be significant for you. You may see it on receipts, license plates, signs on the interstate. Your guides definitely want you to know that you are being protected, that you are very loved at this time. They want you to know that everything that is happening for you, not to you. All right, so they want you to feel nurtured, loved, cared about, cared for. And then we get commit to happiness, but in the reverse. There's a sense here that you guys have been withholding your happiness for somebody else, or for some opportunity, or for it could be like a job that makes you miserable, something like this. There's something that you've given a lot of energy, time, dedication, sacrifice to. Could be a romantic connection, could be just like a friendship that isn't working out. But whatever that situation is, you feel like it's sapped you of your happiness, like it's changed who you really are, like it's made you lose touch with your true self, okay? And when you pull away from this, when you finally find the courage and the resolution to really put your foot down and just kind of step away from this, no matter what it takes, you're going to find that there are some incredible blessings waiting on the other side of that decision. And it is very important that you take some time to yourself to heal, to have compassion. Some of you may feel kind of silly, stupid, guilty for the way that you behaved, for how long you allowed this to go on in your life. And you may even have some really negative thoughts roaming around in your head. But Spirit wants you to release that self-deprecation, that self-loathing that some of you are feeling, because I do get that some of you are beating yourselves up over what happened. And then you get the beautiful unicorn. We had Unicorn Day not too long ago, so congratulations. And the number 11. 11 is a very good number. Some of you may be seeing 1111, and if you are, there are specific messages for you in that angel number. Your life, Cancer, is about to transform in a very magical way. All you have to do is clear your thoughts and then set your intentions for exactly how you want it to be. And your blessings are waiting. Your blessings are right on the other side of letting go of whatever situation was really dragging you down. So that really is what I get for you this week. We're going to jump into love. Drop your comments if you have any questions or thoughts you'd like to share. If this resonated, please don't forget to give the video a like. That really helps out my channel. So we're going to jump into love in just a second and see who you're connecting to, who's strongest in your energy, whether it's new love, old love, current love. We usually go into how your person feels about you, their thoughts about you, and the direction of the connection. This is the love portion where we're going to talk about you and your person, whoever's strongest in your energy. First card out is happy, and next card out is imagine. All right, so I do get the sense that this is a fairly new or upcoming connection for the majority of you. Or if it is an existing person that you're going to be connecting to today, There's some kind of revitalization in this connection. Something feels fresh and new and exciting. All right, Cancer, the first card out for you is Not For You with the number 6 and then Fork in the Road. So it looks like you're going to have a choice in love. And you may be running into somebody who you feel like is not your type. All right, your person, we get new life. And we get the why. Okay, so somebody is feeling rejected by you. I feel that you have a choice in love. So you may be dating currently. You may have 2 different people that you're dealing with here. But I'm picking up that at least for one of the people coming through here who's very strongly coming through for you, this person sees you as somebody very desirable, Cancer, and they are a little bit upset because they feel like you haven't chosen them, like they can't understand why you may have pushed them away, right? And then TikTok was at the bottom. So you may have left this person on red, or you may have just gone distant, and they're sitting around wondering why the hell you haven't talked to them or called them, or like, what did they do wrong? They don't understand. So then on your side, we get Clean It Up. And we get the Thinker. So I think you guys, Cancer, you're just busy. So like if you started dating or whatnot, you've just been busy. And so maybe your communication isn't as consistent as you'd like, or you just don't have a whole lot of time to socialize at this time. And at the bottom, we have flexible. So you do need somebody who can offer you some flexibility, because it seems like you have a pretty busy schedule. And so if you are trying to date, that might be a challenge, because some people expect pretty prompt communication back, and that may not be something you're able to do. All right, and then we get Breathe and Blessed for your person's side. So I am picking up that you're connecting with 2 different individuals. One of them is a bit nervous, a bit anxious about the fact that you haven't called or spoken to them, or like when you spend long periods of time not speaking to them, they kind of do a little bit of a freak out. They wonder if they did something wrong, like they have all these questions. And then there's this other person who's super zen that you're connecting into. This is somebody you may have already met and maybe speaking with, or it may be a new person that's coming in. But either way, I do sense there's 2 individuals connecting. So we're going to do person 1, person 2, since you're connecting with 2 people. All right, these are for person 1. We're going to go through these in a minute. Person 1. And these are for person 2. All right, at the bottom, we have the Knave of Swords. Definitely a pretty new connection, or a connection with somebody a bit young, younger than you, a little bit less mature, who knows. All right, so we'll start with person 2. Person 2 could be a Gemini or another air sign, Libra or Aquarius. They can be a little bit mercurial. This is somebody who can be quick to anger, or can have just like emotional instability at times. This is somebody who thinks very highly of themselves. They may have a pretty good job. They may be somewhat important, or consider themselves somewhat important, because they're well off, like they're established. And then we have the Star and the Magician. This could be an Aquarius. This is somebody who sees themselves as highly valuable, as highly desirable. So if you're in the dating scene, this is somebody who gets hit on a lot. They're looking to get into a connection with somebody that will fit perfectly with the view of the relationship that they want. with the Judgment card. They're almost expecting some kind of miracle, like they want like the perfect ideal partner. And we have here the Queen of Swords and the Devil. All right. They see you as a temptress or a tempter. They see you as somebody who's very tempting, Cancer. They find you very alluring, and they don't necessarily know what the heck to make of you. They may be tempted to say the wrong thing at some times. They may be tempted to say the wrong things, or they may turn you off in some way. So I can see why in the beginning we got that you had not for you, and you had probably told someone. So person 2 is probably the person that kind of turned you off. I see somebody who may come off as like either too full of themselves or a little bit arrogant, or like they think too highly of themselves, or they're asking for perfection, something like this, expecting perfection, or like just very judgy, or very like, I don't know, something's off about this person. Let's just leave it at that. So person 2, probably a no-go, but feel free to drop your comments. They are somebody well established, and that's probably about all that they have going for them. So they could be very intelligent. They could just be very eloquent and good at speaking. But either way, this is somebody who I feel doesn't quite match with your personality type. Like it's probably a clash. You guys may butt heads with one another. Person 1 is very patient. Oh, wow. Person 1 gets the 10 of Pentacles and the Temperance. With person 1, you feel right at home. You feel very calm. You feel collected. You feel at peace. You feel like things are flowing effortlessly. We have the 4 of Swords here. 9 of Pentacles. 5 of Wands. And the 3 of Cups. So person 1 also feels a little bit jealous when it comes to you. Like I think both of these people are aware that you're dating and single, and so they are both kind of a little bit obsessing over getting your attention. They're just going about it in different ways. And then we get the 2 of Pentacles and the 5 of Cups. So I don't know if this means that they think of you fondly, as in somebody that, so with the 5 of Cups, it could mean someone from your past or their past has something to do with this relationship. So to me, this could mean that they've experienced dating someone similar to you in the past, or you might remind them of somebody, or vice versa, Cancer. Either way, they are very attracted, very drawn by you, and they're just not being as like hardcore about it as person 2. So it's almost like these 2 people are in competition for your attention, and they're both trying to win you over at this time. Let's see if we get any advice from Spirit. Advice for person 1. Advice for person 2. All right. So at the bottom we have retreat. It may be good for you to get away from both of these people for a little bit and take back your energy. Person 2 is really interested in finding true love, in getting married and starting a family, and being serious and long term. Okay, so they may have rubbed you the wrong way originally, but that's kind of, they do seem to be coming through with some good intentions and good values overall. All right. Now, person 1, who comes off as more patient and caring and kind and compassionate and like easygoing, has not told you how they truly feel, and they're already getting a little bit too attached. Like they're feeling codependent, they're feeling a little pangs of jealousy, and I don't sense that you're very far into a connection with either of these 2 people. So this person 1 may be a little bit codependent. That might just be how their attachment style is. They may be like an anxious attachment style person, so they may dive in pretty deep pretty fast. And so just keep that in mind as you're exploring these connections, Cancer. that is all that I have for you today. Feel free to drop your comments. Don't forget to give the video a like if you enjoyed this in any way. And I will catch you on the next one. Take care.